Hello and welcome back to the Military Matrix. Tonight, we bring you a dramatic and potentially game-changing development in the war between Ukraine and Russia, a strike so deep, so bold. It's being described as one of Kyiv's most significant blows to Russia's drone war infrastructure. According to recent reports, Ukrainian forces have targeted and destroyed a major drone base inside the Russian Republic of Tatarstan. The facility located in the special economic zone of Yelabuga, also referred to as Alabuga, where the drone manufacturing line had churned out hundreds of so-called kamikaze UAV daily, was reportedly leveled in what may be Ukraine's deepest strike ever inside Russian territory. Local Russian authorities have confirmed explosions in Yelabuga and acknowledged damage at the site. The destroyed facility is believed to have produced or assembled drones similar to the Iranian Shahed 136, a drone type extensively used by Russia in strikes on Ukrainian cities and infrastructure. Initial assessments suggest losses may reach as high as $45 million, a devastating blow to Russia's drone production capacity and a significant victory for Ukraine's long-range strike campaign. What makes this strike particularly remarkable is the distance. Yelabuga lies roughly 1,000 to 200 kilometers away from the Ukrainian border, a region once considered relatively safe behind Russia's defensive buffer zones. The significance of this attack cannot be overstated. The facility at Yelabuga was not some small workshop. Intelligence and open-source reporting indicate it was among Russia's largest drone production hubs, with an estimated output capacity of up to 300 drones per day. By destroying this base, Ukraine may have disrupted a major supply chain for the drones that Russia has used almost nightly to bombard Ukrainian cities. Moreover, according to analysts, this strike fits into a broader pattern, targeting not just frontline Russian military assets, but the industrial base, the factories, warehouses, and supply lines sustaining Russia's drone onslaught. Indeed, satellite imagery in the past has shown the Yelabuga site expanding rapidly. New assembly halls, worker dormitories, and infrastructure indicating plans to scale production dramatically. Some observers have described the Yelabuga complex as among the world's largest drone manufacturing sites. For Kyiv, this strike represents more than a tactical victory, it's strategic. Reducing Russia's ability to produce and deploy drones en masse could ease pressure on Ukrainian cities and critical infrastructure that have borne the brunt of nightly drone attacks. It's also a statement that Russian territory is no longer safe, that Ukraine's long-range capabilities, drones, missiles, or other delivery systems have the reach to hit deep behind Russian lines. For Moscow, this opens a dangerous new front. The war is no longer confined to battlefields or front lines, but inside the industrial heartland supporting Russia's war effort. From the perspective of international observers, the destruction of this base may force Russia to divert resources, manpower, logistics, air defenses to protect rare area industrial sites, stretching its military even thinner. But the strike also raises several pressing questions. First, how exactly was the attack carried out? Ukrainian military and intelligence services have in recent months demonstrated sophisticated drone and long-range strike capabilities. Could this have been a conventional drone swarm, a loitering munition, or something else entirely, perhaps a coordinated weapon strike leveraging stealth, electronic warfare, and surprise? Second, what will be Russia's response? Will they double down on defensive measures, relocate drone production to more remote or hidden facilities, or accelerate efforts to protect their drone supply chain? The loss of an estimated $45 million in drone manufacturing capacity could spur an aggressive counterreaction. Third, how long will Russia take to recover, even if they rebuild or relocate? Replacing a major facility with assembly lines, supply chains, and infrastructure is neither cheap nor quick. In the meantime, Ukraine may enjoy a window of reduced drone pressure. For the people on both sides, there are human consequences too. Ukrainian civilians might feel a measure of relief. Fewer nightly drone raids, fewer destroyed buildings, less fear. On the Russian side, workers, engineers, technicians who staff the factory their jobs. Their livelihoods may be lost or disrupted, and the broader Russian military effort may suffer from a shortage of drones, which have become a backbone of their attack strategy. The psychological effect shouldn't be underestimated either. For Ukraine, it's a morale boost, proof that they can strike deep, strike hard, and hit home. For Russia, it is a reminder that no facility is beyond reach, that even fortified industrial zones are vulnerable in short. This strike may mark a turning point in the war's aerial and industrial dimension. By hitting Russia where it counts, its ability to produce the very weapons used against Ukraine, Kyiv has not only struck a material blow, but struck at the backbone of Russia's drone war strategy. As always with war, the full impact will play out over weeks and months. But for now, the destruction of the Yelabuga drone base stands as perhaps the single most significant blow Ukraine has delivered inside Russia's rear territory since the war began. We will continue to monitor developments, any confirmation from Russian or Ukrainian official channels, satellite imagery, or independent assessment, and bring you updates as they come. Thank you for watching this special report on the military matrix.